Yeah, well, the thing is, there's always that thing where you've got to catch out all the character sheets up and stuff like that. Okay. So, welcome to Paradise Lost, or Paradise Found in this case. Yeah,
Lost at this point.
Well, depends whose side you're on. You guys have found it. It's not going to be great for the people that live there.
No.
I
So-
mean,
Be good for some of them.
They're getting reintegrated into the light of the Imperium.
Yeah.
What better things could there be?
Okay, so I should probably start with the law spiel. So if you can have a little bit of quiet for a few minutes. So we're going to start in the Horus Heresy. The Imperial Palace is under siege, and Horus is throwing everything he's got at trying to breach the walls. That's where the story starts. As a stray shell hits a record room in the Imperial bureaucracy, killing the dozen tribes who are clutching las guns and ready to defend their posts. But more importantly, vaporizing a pile of documents that have yet to be copied into the Imperial databases. On this is a list of worlds recently conquered by the Lunar Wolves. Once the heresy over, the Imperium begins to rebuild, and the loss of these documents is noticed, and the list rebuilt from secondary sources. Somewhere though in the Byzantine main of the Imperial bureaucracy, a single world is missed from the Dive records, managing to fall between the cracks in the system, and one world in a million that is lost. 10,000 years pass. A rogue trader misjumps into the system. The captain, deciding its direction, quietly scans the world and collects data, realizes the value of an advanced and populated world. Lacking the note of Imperial markers, returns to Imperial space to claim it as her fief. In Medectra's administration, checking their files, matter of course, months later, realise that this world has been claimed but long forgotten. It is now 3 years later. A small ship of fleets is plying the Imperium, packed with 10,000s of souls ready to arrive at the world of paradise and bring it back to the Imperial fold. Amongst them, powerful members of various factions are plot and plan, playing against each other to further the gains of both their factions themselves. One of those patrons is let's get his name right, Maber Zamga, the Inquisitor. He's gathered a number of useful but expendable minions, and now the fleet is approaching the world of paradise. The world is going to become a very interesting place to live. But yeah, that's our little bit of backstory. So, you're aboard the Righteous Indignation. This is Imperial Inquisitor Zamba's ship. Some of you, this may well be your first time in the warp. You've been in there for 2 weeks. At the edge of your hearing, you've had the whispers, the moans, the laughter. And then
Waking up, screaming, cold sweats, yes.
Yeah, they're normal stuff for warp travel. But finally, you re-enter the reality and you're in the system. You're summoned to the Inquisitor's quarters. As you walk down the corridor, you notice the walls are lined with Xenos artifacts, skulls, trophies, weapons, that type of thing. And he's sitting at his desk, hands resting on the skull of an orc war boss. These are all monuments to a long career. And his cybernetic eye scans you. Right, so I think it's a good time to see what he sees. I think first I should throw down a picture of our friendly Inquisitor.
Friendly.
He's a friendly Inquisitor. They're all friendly.
It's an incredibly friendly.
Very angry.
He's not holding any weapons.
He's on
his chest-mounted multi-melta, but that's fine.
We're flying the most fucking inferior on-the-nose ship there's ever been, the Righteous Indignation.
Yes.
10 out of 10 if you can get the reference, by the way, because that's probably beyond both of you. Anyone
I
know?
feel like I should.
Bucky O'Hare?
No.
Oh, yeah, the cartoon rabbit.
Yeah, the cartoon rabbit.
Really?
The Righteous Indignation was his ship, but it's a perfect name for an Imperial ship.
God damn it.
Yes, it is. I'm glad you didn't give him a rabbit ear's helmet.
Little orange ship, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like an orange ship. It's got like piloted by a 4-armed dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, brother.
It was a really weird and dark series, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was very.
So top to bottom
great.
the actors. So top to bottom the actors list in alphabetical order then.
Yeah. So Blaze's character seems to have lost his name again.
Never prepared for this.
Yeah.
Eric
So, yeah.
Van Lim.
If you want, you can say skip, and then we can go to the next person down the line, then we can come back around.
Oh God, sorry about that. No, Eric Van Limboros, a agri-worlder who was, shall we say, very, very good at digging. He spent about 15 years digging up Xenos artifacts from a big war that happened around the system to sell to some hivers who were selling to, what was his name again?
Maybe Zamga.
Who turns out to be sold
Zamger.
100%. Yeah.
Who, unbeknownst to everyone, was an Inquisitor, and probably not the good kind, given he didn't immediately kill everyone. Around the time this whole sting operation that got us here went down, he was found to be Psyker. He ended up on a black ship, nearly executed because of an incident, and then spent 3 years on Terra, including the Siege of Lion's Gate, which left some scars. A lot of scars. Then, surprisingly, he was approached by the guy he thought was dead, because eventually everyone who does the silent trade dies horribly. And then it turns out he's actually an Inquisitor, and now I'm here. Kill me.
Later.
He will do. All right. Carcer's not with us, so that would leave us to Added.
Okay, Kildor Tun was a hive world ganger. His specialty was distractions, clearing out sometimes an entire half block so that gangs can run an operation. And one of the times he was doing that, he managed to delay the Inquisitor's acquisition team for an entire minute just by talking to them. And duly impressed, they gathered him in to be a recruit. He was trained under the Inquisitor, and he's now part of the elite team.
And
Yes,
it comes around
elite.
when it comes to runners. There's no one else who's a byword as Mario. For I am the speediest runner of in all of my high block. Slipperiest bastard ever came through and only got caught because the man laid hands on me first. I gave him what he was after. I gave him the tech he was after, and he took one. My hand went in and came out with a handcuff on.
Should also point out you're the priest.
Yes, I was getting to that. He gave me an ultimatum to find the Emperor or go meet him. I found the Emperor very shortly after that. He kept me, but I have been kept around because of my understanding of esoteric xenotech, which I should now know that I'm supposed to burn, not sell.
You're still going to be selling it.
Yeah.
On the side, yeah.
He's found the Emperor. Doesn't have to listen to him.
Discord, you don't appear to have actually associated with Mario.
Yeah, you should claim your character sheet.
Left.
Wait, really? What the heck?
Bottom left.
How do I? So go over, right click.
Mhm.
Export data, import data. How do I associate my character? 'Cause that's my name on it and everything.
Go to user configuration, choose a selected character.
User configuration. Where is that?
If you right click on your name, it should be there.
Oh, okay.
We probably could have kept going while he was figuring that out.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Continuing on.
All right, bring up Serpentis.
Yeah, well, here we have the one person who hasn't yet so far been involved in the chicanery of the Xeno trade, because Sabina here got hoovered up very early on as a blank from a hive world. So she's been forced through the usual training by the Telepathica to start becoming a Sister of Silence. In the process, the usual favor trading, got handed over to our Inquisitor as a useful asset. Unfortunately, it was then discovered that because she came from the same homeworld as a whole bunch of Xeno trading, and I use invisible speech marks here, gangsters, it would be useful to have a bit of outside context on how they operate. So I've been assigned to this particular team. I actually was the one who saved Terran from. No,
Eric.
sorry. I saved Eric from an unfortunate execution incident. We haven't decided what the exact execution incident was, have we?
No, we haven't. All
Okay,
we
we
know
need to
is
set-
I'm not dead now, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, so it's a
Well,
good thing.
quite. It's always a good thing. But yeah. So I presume I'm sort of the only one who's probably actually not been brought in with the rest of the stuff and are just standing off to the side because, hey, here's the latest crop of Muppets. And I'd
Oh
rather not
no,
have the
I'm standing over to the side too. I have no
Oh,
clue.
yeah. I mean, they probably don't want me next to the Psyker because we don't want the Inquisitor to have to clean his floor 5 minutes after starting the meeting. But yes.
All right.
That'd be down to
Who's
Terran.
the Sarky one?
That's Terran.
That's me. Sarkis was chosen by lot, for which he blames on his incredibly good luck to be part of the Imperial entourage, which is where he thinks he was going, which is why he managed to convince people and also to give him access necessary to slightly modify the by lot cognitor. He didn't affect the outcome. He just replaced everyone's name with his.
Uh-huh.
Oh dear.
But yeah, I'm medic and tech boy, and I talk to people quite a lot.
What he means is he should be talking to people quite a lot. We all know that this guy's going to be talking to the people quite a lot.
No, mostly I'll be talking to discard using my shut up power, which I took
Look.
specifically for this.
There's only technically 10 points between his fellowship and my fellowship, but also the fact that I'm trying to stop that.
Good luck.
All right. So me now?
Yep.
Go.
All right. I'm Tamaris Berkeleys, and I am really just this random guardsman picked off of a feral world nearby. I have absolutely no idea what the hell any of this is about because I'm a country bumpkin from literally up the middle of nowhere, and my only connection to this entire group is that I was horrifically unlucky.
Also chosen by lot.
No, not even chosen by lot. I'm the I just survived long enough for him to pick me up.
Boy, there's a lot of people down there. Bring me one.
Yep, pretty much.
Roll the D10
And,
million, and it's you.
Basically, my character is a complete guardsman. There's nothing special about him. He's the most generic guardsman you can ever imagine.
I have a heart in my heart of hearts, since we know that grad tech and everything is a thing in the 40K, that there are some people who like to joyride around feral worlds, park over a random yokel in the field, and then yoink them up into their ship, a la freaking old space alien abduction stories,
X-Files, yeah.
just for a laugh.
So, are we dropping the whole "you're a vaulter" thing, or
Pretty much, yeah. That
That
was a
joke.
joke.
That joke is gone. That joke
he
is done
carried
for.
that joke for almost a week? So I was kind of
Yeah,
worth
but
getting down.
it would be hard to play.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, but yeah, I managed to roll the distinguishing feature of completely unremarkable, so I am literally the most generic guardsman you will ever meet.
I mean, I'm also.
we could lose
yeah.
you and never even realize it.
Mhm.
The thing-
He'll get replaced by 3 different characters.
Another joke was that my height and weight became the average of the room.
It's a good one.
The thing is that we actually do lose you. We just have the random guardsmen just we're just pulling them in. It's just you're playing those guys.
So it's the Kennys all over again.
Yes, it's Kenny's all over again.
Jeez.
Only you might die more often this time.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. We don't know how lethal
Hard
this
to
one
die
is.
less.
Well, it's in my backstory. Mario was rather positive he saw me die.
I am rather positive I saw you die. Yeah.
He's worried because he was the one who pulled the trigger.
What the hell's wrong with my gun?
It's a cloning gun now.
Oh, it's the healing gun. Right.
Healing Shiv.
Alright.
Yes.
So you kind of feel like some of you know each other, some of you don't, and then it will just be kind of like a get in here. Right. I know we've all worked together, but it's the first time you lot have been together. And I think at this point the veil's been ripped from your eyes. Congratulations, you're now adepts of the Inquisition for as long as you may live. And I have your first world ready for you. And he kind of presses a key, and like the picked viewer in front of him kind of brings up a hologram. Which hasn't actually loaded, because of course that'd be too easy.
I think
And-
the term they use is hololith.
Hololith, yeah. It's a middle-aged man. Yeah, a little late, obviously dressed in finery. Rotator Thanatos was detailed in a survey of the world, and managed to acquire the bulk of her records. I've been looking at the situation and we've covered our first problem and opportunity. This man is Governor Arnon Khan, the duly elected planetary ruler. He has been for the last 2 decades. He is a major source of stability on the planet and a great proponent of their way of life. My profiling department had marked him as a key impediment to the resumption of imperial rule. He's proud enough to think he can prevent the Imperium from reclaiming the rule, and stupid enough to think he has a chance. Therefore, I've taken on upon myself, and through me, you lot, to attempt to remove this impediment before it can be a problem. Your mission is to assassinate Governor Khan. I know. Sounds like a difficult mission, but the man's been on his backwater world. His security can become lax. He's well loved, and I don't think they expect an assassination. Let's look at it, we've got a golden opportunity. The right indignation has translated and warped much closer than the other ships. They've stayed back to prevent detection, but this ship has been modified by Archmagus X3 MP5 to increase her stealth capacities. Certain Xenos artifacts have been installed across, which will mean we should be able to make audit with minimal chance of being detected by their probably offline sensors. The Emperor's graces, and our arrival will coincide with their Founders' Day ritual. The governors won't be in the forted mountain city, but rather visiting a rural area, supposedly where the first colony ship sat down. Being a much more rural area, known for some reason as somewhat like the Gardens of Eden. Right, I don't care how you assassinate the governor, as long as you don't get caught. Rather not send out a second kill team to finish off the first. I will supply you a trinket for my collection. This is a Drukhari mine shredder, a weapon of great range that will render the target permanently insane if hit by the beam. It may be a sudden mental breakdown be more palatable to the population than the last beam to the skull, but I'll leave it to whatever your method you choose. Must be done, and with no link to us. You'll have 2 days before the sound of the celebration, and 2 days before the rest of the fleet arrives. Study the information we have on the planet, meet me in Deck C, room A426. Now, get out! And that's your meeting with the Inquisitor. No questions, just kicked in and kicked out.
That's the way we like it.
He literally just gave us a card attack gun. Great.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, he gave us a braid break gun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he gave us a mental breakdown gun.
If I was still doing the Fallout thing, I would be calling it the Mesmetron right now.
It's totally a mesmetron. Go back to doing the Fallout thing.
No.
I tried.
Okay, the
Did my
question is
best.
who has the best long shooting ballistic skill?
Mine is ballistic is 40 plus the skill of 10, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah, you have skill.
I mean, I could just make him bleed out.
We
I have hemorrhage.
Yes, but the thing is, he was saying that he wants this to be in and out and not too terribly loud.
Considering the place isn't populated entirely by demons, I'm pretty sure they don't have any psychers.
But that's a closer in thing. Let's go take a look and see if there's any grassy knolls we can fire from. Okay.
All
go
right.
make
How about a
Wonderful.
book depository next to a grassy knoll? They'll never know where the shot came from.
Or better yet, if he's being transported by car, we can go into the sewer system and shoot him from a underground grate. From underneath the street.
Let's not get too complicated now.
All right, so you'll
The
give
Garden of Eden.
Yep.
You are really testing me, aren't you?
Oh yes. I'd like to point out that according to records, there's no one knows what the garden, what Eden is. Yeah, it's obviously some kind of reference to a Age of Strife thing. So anyway, this is Paradise. This is the scans
It's
they've
not
got.
going to stay that way for very long.
No.
No.
So, most of the planet is agriculture. Mostly farmland, some pastures, a few very large forests which are used for biodiversity and like harvesting of exotic fruit.
And presumably game.
Yeah. There is the remains of a starport which was put in rapidly during the time of like the Imperium, the few years when the Imperium was actually here before there was heresy. Seemingly mostly abandoned because there's no interstellar trade with this world. But the main notice is that the North and South Poles are the main population density. They are.
Oh, so those are hives.
There are hive cities. The Norpolis and South Polis are hive cities, and the only other place is Capitolis, which seems to be built around a large mountain range. It seems like
I noticed that there's a small city over here too.
Yes, there's a few small cities, but there's not really much information on them.
They're more like townships, like the Imperial standards.
Yeah, but most of the places raw. It seems like at some point in their history, they made a decision to keep the population away from the farmland and remain self-sufficient. But yeah, there's a few small cities dotted around. But yes, as yet, not much information on them.
Yeah, so the main concentrations of these
has not been strip mined for material.
Nope. Atmosphere is of course breathable. It looks to be cold at the poles, obviously, but hive city. So as long as you don't go outside the hive city, you'll be fine.
It makes it easier to keep the temperature regulated.
Considering you're dealing with the warm, yes.
Yeah, and there seems to be two large mass transit systems that link the North Polis to Capitolis, and then Capitolis to South Polis. And then your average.
Nothing else. We know what to blow if we need to kill everyone.
We have but for Inquisitor, good sir, we have he has a contact network.
Yes.
And fancy Xeno stuff.
Yeah, his contact network limited authority, which won't help you in this mission, obviously, because there's no other Imperials around.
Yes, this is before they all come.
Yeah, and Xenotechnician has already come into play because he's given you an alien weapon. That said weapon appears in about a 2-meter long crate. It seems to be a wickedly barbed looking gun with an attachment power pack. There is a manual with it, but it's not exactly the clearest of thing. So it'd be either
warm up the tech use.
Yep, tech use at -20, or if anyone's got Forbidden Law Xenos, they can use that.
Hell no, I haven't got that.
-20, you say? That's pretty sharp.
Yep, it's not very well written at all.
I'd be rolling -20. You said?
Yep.
Okay, then I'd be rolling tech use at 10, but I can aid you.
It's fine. I understand perfectly. They're using a neofractal hermetic index, which means that every 4th page is simply a reference of the previous 2 pages and the 5th page beyond.
All right. Yeah, you pretty much figure out how quickly to put this thing together.
Yeah, I didn't flunk out completely of Tough Tech Priest class.
Yeah, just didn't get around to having anything installed.
I just never showed up for Toaster Reverence, and it didn't make sense to me.
Dear.
Do you have Forbidden Lore Tech, or do you have
No, that was the -20.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I have.
I just rolled really well.
Oh, I have Forbidden Lore Xenos, so I could have probably started trying that. Okay, fair enough.
It doesn't hurt that I also have 2 advances of tech.
Yeah,
Fair
that
enough, fair
probably
enough.
helps.
So yeah, 27
One
wasn't too
thing
bad.
you need to remember is that I have the attentive assistant thing, so I can actually give you the aid thing even if I don't have the skill.
Oh, very nice. Is that
So
another
does
success?
Does that make it another success?
Yes, it would.
So we actually have a decent idea of how to use it instead of
Yeah.
just the basic one.
I mean,
You also
This is the
said
shooting trigger.
Yeah.
This is the reload trigger. This is the button that summons a horde of ninjas. Don't push it.
it's basically a large sniper rifle with a good, probably 150, 200 meter range.
does anyone have binoculars? So we need to do we need a ground survey for one. Let's see if where there may
point.
be a
Does
good
anyone
sniping
have
position
any-
from.
Distance.
Anyone auguries or anything like that?
I just have the monocular.
I had to
Uh,
give up. I had to give up
what's
an
a-
augury for basic communications.
What's
so-
a monocular?
I have this eye that's made of robot.
Okay,
I
then
have an
think-
omniscope.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
That's
Okay, an omniscope would work.
That's the thing is that if if Zebrin is our range guy and he's taking the shot, whomever has the omniscope could probably be a spotter and assist him with the shot.
omniscope goes on the rifle.
Yeah,
That's a good.
the binocular, the guy with the binocular could be
The guy with the cybernetic eye does the.
All that
does
omniscope
the-
does is well, the omniscope, all it does is make it so that I can shoot from a longer distance.
Yeah,
That's
It
good.
doesn't
Make it a
actually.
one.
That's
It does not actually change the.
the range.
It changes the range band. It doesn't give me a bonus to aiming.
Oh, but it means, but it's still enough that we need to.
Yeah,
Our
we're still trying
Lord-
to be as discreet as possible.
our Lord from on high has decreed this will be done stealthily, so it must be done stealthily. Sadly enough, our actual stealth expert was delayed.
He's around somewhere. I just can't find him.
By stealthily, he
Yeah.
means just don't get caught. You can't
Yes.
go. You can't jump in there thinking this is the Imperium. Bam, 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 bam.
Well,
Look,
it'd be a little unsubtle, yeah.
here's the thing. Just depending on it, we could just boil this down to give me 2 knives. I will sprint in, stab, give him the Glasgow special, and sprint away. All right.
Again, I could just make him bleed out of every orifice.
You could also open up every hole to the extra Imperium. You could to every demon and then they just-
Immaterium.
That
Immaterium,
hasn't
yeah.
happened for at least a month.
That makes a good backup plan.
Dexy will be clean at some point.
Is that why he wants to meet us on Deck C?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's almost as if you're owed a mop session for causing it in the first place.
Let's not. Yeah, the thing is, but anyway, do we have a So Gray, where are we being landed? Are we being landed for a ground
We don't know where
infiltration,
we're
or are
being
we?
landed
He's
yet.
not
Yeah.
told you anything.
He
Okay.
hasn't even told us what we're disguising as yet.
He hasn't told us if we're disguising.
Oh, we are. We paid for that. In blood. Later.
Well, disguise
With
wise, I suppose you could probably invoke your cover story.
See?
Oh yeah, we do have that, don't we?
Yep. Contact
That's
network.
exactly what I'm referring to.
It doesn't actually show up anywhere I can find it.
So contact
Um,
network.
Go over to your talents. You have your boons, but we do not have sufficient.
yeah, I
we
don't
don't
have
have sufficient
permission
privileges
to
to look it up.
view it.
Okay, so you've got contact network.
Yes.
I wonder if that's boons.
All right.
We
Because
didn't take disguise. I thought we took disguise. Oh well.
No.
I can't drag contact network onto my character sheet.
No, because
Well,
it's
it's already there in your talents. You just can't.
No,
look
it's
at
on
it.
the it's on the Inquisitor's character sheet, but I can't
but
see
no,
that.
That's
Here's the thing: if you go to your character sheet and look at your talents,
I
yeah,
can't
no.
click it. Discard.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
we're saying is if we click
If I had it
there-
on mine myself, I could see it.
well, anyway, it's in the chat right now.
But anyway, here it is in the chat again.
So it gives you an advantage on report inquiry tests in the local area.
So yeah, that's actually not useful here.
Well, it might be.
I mean, we might be able to land and do our talks.
Yeah. You can, however, from like the pics, pick up what the local dress looks like.
BRB.
So you might be able to fashion yourself or find stuff that looks not too far out of place.
That's
Fine,
probably a
fine,
quick
fine.
fabber we can access.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what that would come under.
I think it's just.
Well, I
think
don't have
it's
trades
more-
Technomad anymore.
Yeah.
basically strip anything you had that may look overtly what do you call it?
Imperial.
No,
Take the
yeah,
skulls off.
no whole. I'm going to have to divest myself of my holy symbols and my chainsword.
They don't have any skulls down there at all. I don't see any.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
there's
no-
a couple on the gravestones.
Absolutely nothing is gilded in gold.
I know. It's an
I know.
outrage.
There's a couple of eagles at least.
Yeah, but they've only
One
got
of them
one
just
head.
flew away.
They've only got one
Yeah,
head.
exactly. Not the Aquila. It's
Yeah.
that's just not
Yeah, one of them just flew away. Never mind.
I'm going in. I'm just changing my stuff around where I'm equipping my my stub pistol instead of my chainsword because a revolver is a lot more not very what do you call it
I'm gonna have to be saying encouraging things to all of the machines down there. None of them are being given proper abyss.
All right. So if
Okay,
one of
so-
you wants to make a stealth check with a plus 20 for like getting the right proper clothes made up from pictures, you can have I say plus 20. Actually,
I roll
no,
at a 40.
Have advantage rather than plus 20. Let's do the proper way.
Okay, I roll at a 40 out of 39. So
Yeah, 39 with advantage.
I'll just
When you have
throw
an
that
event-
dice.
yes, you can choose.
Who needs
reverse-
advantage?
Yeah, impressive success.
Can I have that plus
Nice.
20 instead?
I give you the aid.
So
Oh, cool. So that's a plus 4 then.
you're able to get, I think, a pretty good approximation of local clothing. It's not too far from like, Imperial.
The agri world guy would probably have a better idea of what normie people would look like. Just strip the skulls out.
I've got a Marty McFly jacket on now.
And end of the day, I think once you get to a certain level of like manufacturing, like day-to-day clothes haven't changed that much in a century. So
Strangely, sadly enough, yeah. And ever since
if you
we
turned up in
have-
jeans and a t-shirt, you could fit into most time periods in the last 100 years.
that's some of the sad parts about being industrial revolution.
So yeah, you are
We are
set up.
not going as Marty McFly.
No.
No, but I have the jacket now.
I have my
I'm not wearing the hat.
We managed to source a couple of pairs of overalls with red shirt and a green shirt.
Yes.
Yep. Guaranteed.
My normal clothing before I became before I was inducted into the Adaptus.
Yes, you are a plumber.
Can I just assume that most agri-worlders are going to be wearing the same shit?
Yeah,
Probably. It
probably.
gets shipped in bulk.
You can
Yeah.
have your entrenching tool across your shoulders just for added.
As if I don't already do that anyway.
If you're lucky, it gets shipped in multiple sizes.
Your mine shredder comes in a 2-meter long nondescript crate.
I'll be carrying that.
2-meter long.
Oh, right. Backpack. I'll also be carrying that, I
Yeah, it's
guess.
going to take 2 people to carry. It's going to look a little bit obvious.
On one shoulder. Look, we'll have it on each other's shoulders.
Great, looks like you're carrying a coffin.
Yeah.
Up and dance time.
Uh-huh. Already doing it.
Uh-huh.
All right.
And we'll need to do. We'll find a place to set up, and then we'll need to find out what the visitation manifest of our guy.
Oh, the timetable, that sort of
Yeah.
thing, you mean?
Yes.
You haven't been given that. You've got
We'll
2
have to
days
find
on planet before the governor arrives.
Hmm. We'll need some people to do some talking, though.
All right. Any other plans you'd like to do
Well,
before we get there?
first, before we start even asking around, how about we do a nice check around to see if they have it like up on the walls or something?
Yeah, let's
Yeah, that might be a
infiltrate.
good-
Let's infiltrate the area first, and then we can. We need to have a starting position first.
Mhm.
So a hotel
That's a
or
good
whatever.
point. We need to know where we're dropping.
Also, how we can get local cash.
Oh, that's easy. We just roll some of the criminal element.
Easy enough for me to do. Yes, I do
Easy,
have.
you say.
It might genuinely be for him. That's the fucked up thing.
I
Make sure you're not using any overtly imperial weapons.
I do have infiltration. I do have influence with infractionists, so I can.
I'm pretty
least-
sure these people still know what a las gun is.
Oh yeah,
I could just A-team us into a hotel.
I can. I mean, if you want. I mean, the thing is, if you don't know if they use solars here yet, so best thing to do is to find local currency and compare.
You can assume
Well,
that certain
I mean-
things like stub guns and las guns, which are kind of pre-imperial, are still
So
in use, but currency.
So.
No.
What? Okay, here's a question, Greg. How does one use influence in this setting? In this game?
So
That's a good
influence.
question, actually.
Oh yeah, I should look that up.
So influence is you're standing with given a faction. It significantly affects the interactions between you and the faction in numerous ways, opening doors and securing allies when most needed, or inviting some other things like that.
Oh,
There's an entire influence
it's
table
just a
chart.
straight plus or minus SL,
Yes.
depending on.
So if you have one
No,
level of
that's not bad.
influence, and you're
That's
you're
plus
talking
one
to say
SL.
if you got +1 and you're talking to that faction, you get +1 success level.
Mhm.
If you got
Nice.
-2, you get -2. So pretty easy. You can choose to invoke your patron anytime and use theirs instead, but you
No
don't really
one
have
here is going to know who the fuck our patron is.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but the main thing I'm just taking this idea with the fact that I know criminal. I'm in with the infractionists, meaning I know criminals and
Yes.
criminal in everywhere. The oldest professions are the oldest professions for a reason because they're universal.
Yeah, I'll accept
So-
that being a criminal,
You
you'll
how
know
to
what
talk to cops.
you know where to go and how to talk.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
You know
we
that
need to
lingo.
if we need to go get some, if we need to roll local crime, I can probably. So this is when you're dealing with that faction directly. So say if I was using, does this apply to any skill used for that faction or what?
It's social tests to interact with members of that faction.
Okay.
So if you're doing a social test with that faction, you can then invoke influence. We also then have to, at the end of the session or the mission, sorry, we have to see if that would have affected it. So
If I have a good, or
if
if I were to
you
go up
if
and
you
down.
kind of like call for help from say the AdMech and then you accidentally blow up an ancient machine, they're not going to like that. Or if you get
No,
one
they're
of their
not.
guys killed.
If
On
we
the
ask
other hand,
for
if
help
you-
from the local criminals and then you rat them the fuck out,
On the other hand, if you ask for help and then like set them up so they're in a more powerful position,
that
then
might
they're
increase your
yeah, it might increase it. And if you invoke your patron, then the patron's influence will probably increase or decrease as well.
Yes. Okay.
You have personal influence and kind of patron influence.
I am the saddest part is that I only have a if I were to influence with infractionalists in this, I only have a 30 for talking. And again, as I'm saying, I'm trying not to be the talky person. So anyone else have a applicable?
I too have a 32 in Fel and 1 infractionist influence. But
I have 56 charm. If we're trying to charm something.
Jesus Christ, how the fuck?
Get
Well, you
advantage,
see,
wager.
I'm a very, very friendly person, and I'm the talky skill.
Yeah, he's
I
the
assume
talky
you
skill
mean
man.
rapport when you say.
No, I mean charm specifically because I have a specialty in it from my class.
Oh, right, specialties.
Yeah. No, my rapport is only 46, which is still good.
Yeah, that's still
That's still really solid.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I can still use the help command.
Oh yeah.
I just like the idea of Tamura's running up behind everyone and going, "Here you go, boss."
That's
Helping.
literally what my job is here.
Yeah.
I
It reminds
am
me-
Attentive assistant. That's the thing. I have that talent.
The funniest part is the fact this reminds me of Thumper when he had the help command for everything too.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do before we move on?
I believe that is everything
Do we-
covered.
Yeah, I
All
can't
right.
think of anything.
Do we have an augury scan of the city itself?
No.
Okay.
You're not running off your own data. You're running off somebody else's data.
Fair
Data
enough.
that could be thousands of years out of
Then
date.
there is nothing else that I can think of at this moment in time.
All right. You move down to Deck C, room A426, and enter.
That is not a button I wanted.
Okay. Seconds after you enter, the door grinds shut behind you, and the walls start to light up. And a voice comes across the speakers. Target locked in. All systems nominal. The
We're
Holy
going for a ride.
Canticles have been sung, and the blessing of the on Messiah for your safe arrival has been intoned. Expected survival rate 95%. You may feel some discomfort after your passage, but actual loss of function should be minimal. Teleportation beginning in 3, 2, 1, and then for a second, you see like the warp. Like for not even a second, first a millisecond, you're in the warp.
You
And
had
then-
Doesn't help if
you
you close your eyes. Never close your eyes.
Yeah. And then suddenly you're on the surface of the world. Everyone make me a resist corruption test for this rather ancient teleportation.
What role is that?
So,
I don't have one of those.
no, so resisting corruption. So where's the rules? Corruption.
Let me roll a 99 on this. I'll
why
immediately
is that?
turn into a demon.
Page 220.
220. So I just thought I'd throw this in just because corruption works a bit different. You don't. It's not a percentile system anymore. You can have up to your willpower. I think I'm getting that right. But you can have a certain number of corruption points. But whenever you get them, you can try and reduce them down.
So it is something you can claw back. You can claw your soul back from the Ruinous Powers.
Yes, you can also get rid of corruption by doing good things for the Emperor.
By God, it's not a one-way
It's
hole.
fortitude or discipline.
Decided by the GM.
This will
I
be
don't think this is physical, is it?
No, this is going to be probably.
This is seeing the Twilight Fantastic for that that millisecond being thrown to the warp. So
Yep.
you know.
I will give you all advantage on this. However, I'm not completely
Discipline then.
Yeah. Go discipline test with advantage.
I'll take it.
That's not going to affect my fear, or my fear spec isn't going to affect this.
No.
All right, I can flip that around to 30.
If you roll it with advantage in the thing, it'll do it automatically.
Okay, so to roll
Okay.
skill checks,
Yeah.
go to your skills tab, click on the number in the totals column, and then select the appropriate modifiers.
Yeah. So you've looked for added
Marginal success.
and Terran. So Terran rolled a 41, but because he had advantage, those numbers got flipped around and he got to a 14.
I didn't
he's
click
done really
advantage.
quite well.
I
Yeah.
didn't click advantage.
Oh, I forgot to input the advantage on mine, so that should be
Yeah.
a 20.
It wouldn't let me put the advantage in for some reason.
The
Did you-
advantage is on the. Did you click this? There was a. It's when you click in the thing to bring it up. There's a thing on the left side,
Yeah, there's an advantage button.
like a toggle thing to turn to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 things here I'm seeing. It says advantage, normal, disadvantage, and there's numbers, but I can't actually do anything with them.
You click
Click the radio
Yeah, click the radial above them.
circle above it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then I can't change the number.
You don't
The
need
number-
to.
Because you can have more than one advantage.
Yeah, but it's not relevant right now.
Except that it didn't give me a full advantage. In fact, looking at it, it says advantage 0, forced.
Let me see real quick.
You had advantage, it said.
Yeah, advantage
It didn't
0.
give you
That means it didn't actually add anything. I'm rolling at 48
It's
still.
not. Advantage doesn't add anything. It just means that
Yeah,
you can
but-
flip the numbers of the dice round if it would be better for you.
Okay.
Which it wouldn't for you.
Yeah, for you, on a 50, that would take a 35 to a 53.
So
So it
yeah,
wouldn't do that.
Because I forgot to do that, mine's supposed to be a 23, not
Yep.
a 32.
I need to put this to you, Gray, in that because I'm a blank, I physically cannot get corruption points. Do you still need me to make the test?
No, you don't, because you're...
Okay. Just check.
This is just a normal day. You don't see anything. It's just like,
Yeah,
it goes black for a second.
5
that was
minutes
weird.
later, a drop shuttle drops down with Sabina on board.
Oh no, I could be teleported. I just don't have to worry about the consequences. I just have all the other
So,
consequences.
I think added and discarded the only people to fail.
Yeah.
Racing.
Discard did still fail, yeah.
Yeah, he failed by
so
1.
Which is my life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you gain 1 point of corruption, which is not a big thing at this stage. I'm not sure how
This is why I like.
what does it say? Yeah, your willpower plus your toughness bonus before you get towards the first malignancy.
Mhm.
So
Bonuses
Mario-
are still the same, right? The 10s digit.
yes.
Yeah,
So
basically.
Okay.
he's at 1 of 6, which is not too bad.
Unfortunately, I ended up with 30s across my board.
You can actually
I'm-
see your corruption.
I'm double
tab
checking.
in your
I am
sheet.
double checking to make sure I didn't get disciplined in any of my advancements during character creation. I missed out on like a mook.
All right. So you're on the surface of a world. The air feels clean, crisp. It's a sunny day. Around you
Unnatural.
is a field of crops, which has now got a large, flattened, and partially burned area from the
Some sort
forces
of-
of the teleportation.
Some sort of crop circle, you saying?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like you made a crop circle. Oh, look. That seems to be a farmer trying to drive a little vehicle up towards you. What'd you guys do?
Here we go.
Someone was saying, is that you, Zeb?
I'm joking. I'm not going to actually just shoot him right off the bat.
Yes. Shoot the farmer, steal his truck.
That's the Imperial way.
Give me your
Apparently a
clothes
plausible
and
thing
your
to do.
motorcycle.
No witnesses?
No witnesses work.
Can't break stealth if no one saw you.
There is a
It
wisdom in
is
that.
technically true.
Mm-hmm.
If all else fails, I have some demo charges.
Jesus, that's a bit much, don't you think?
Who's tallest?
All
They
right.
never found his body.
See, you never found his
Okay,
mysterious
look.
disappearance.
Let's not turn this into this one man's child coming after us for the entire game. All right.
Yeah, that wasn't great the last time it happened.
No,
Funny,
Oh,
because it wasn't my fault. Wait, yes, it was.
mostly was, yeah.
Let's not turn this poor man into a. Let's not martyr this poor man, and let's actually talk to him.
Yeah.
Or then we can bounce. Then we can bonk him on the top of the head if anything's get dicey.
All right. So the truck pulls up at the edge of the field, and the man stands up. What was that? Just saw what's happened to my field? What do you guys do?
This was part of a military experiment. Do not question.
Well, that's going to be a straight up deceive check, isn't it? What's that called in this system?
I think that's just a subset of rapport at this point.
Yeah, just be a rapport check.
Yeah, deception is a rapport specialization, so yeah.
I'm going to make that straight as well because
Oops.
Nice.
Quick, someone
roll,
assist him.
though, Not great.
Severin?
Oh yeah, Zeb can do that.
Yeah.
It's still a failure though.
Yeah.
Oh, is it maximum 1 degree? Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Damn.
what? It's not military. They would have cleared it before they did anything. Anyway, there's no militia active around here. This is Garden of Eden, that territory, Nothing happens around here. What are you really doing? Why have you ruined my field? What's in that box? He starts walking towards you. He's got kind of like a shotgun over his shoulder, but it's kind of not drawn yet. So yeah, he's advancing on you is intending to open up your box.
I'm going to step between him and the box and just sort of stare him down, essentially, and
So
wait
within
until he gets
Psyker
close
range?
enough. That's exactly what my thought was. If he gets too close, he's going to get into blank range, and I'm just going to stare him down and give you guys a chance to pull him off. So yeah,
Oh no, I meant Psyker range for our Psyker, and his indetectable is suddenly suddenly you're bleeding everywhere.
That's
Oh.
a great idea.
yeah. Actually, we need to see what this power does. I suppose. Yeah, experimentation.
Or we could make him go crazy. You know, I mean,
No.
Yeah,
If
we
we're
don't
going to
have-
you
use
don't know
this
how
to
many shots
kill,
there are.
We don't
Yeah,
have
exactly.
time to open the box and also aim it at him before he decides to shoot us.
we also don't have the time to go and get Leonardo what's his face to do the what's in the box routine today. So Please don't.
Unless
So,
he has
am I
7.
going to make this man bleed profusely, or
Your call.
I
haven't got close enough to stop him yet. So if you want to make the man start spontaneously bleeding, crack on.
how long range is the blank virus?
One
That is a
zone.
great question.
Virus?
Well, it's the blank aura of effective dampening.
The
The
blank.
blank, get the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
But I hadn't stepped up to the box yet, so
It's supposed to be like the same zone, but zones are
So
fairly
is there
nebulous and
Well,
roughly
I more
about.
meant like, is it longer range than short? Which it doesn't.
No.
seem
No.
it is.
No.
no, it's not.
Am I really about to commit murder?
Well, the distraction has failed, and frankly, if you don't kill him, the System in Science is going to key up to do it. So, really, it just depends on whether or not you want to get ahead of the game.
All right. If this goes horribly wrong, I blame Serpentis.
Yeah, no, I think that's reasonable in the context.
Hemorrhage. Yay. I have my psi focus.
Yep. Okay.
That's not good for him.
He's getting bleeding major. So, why am I sending a
I just mean to report that he is.
he's walking forward. You hear the high. You hear
He
a
has
high.
to.
high
He has to make a test to.
Yeah, so hemorrhage. Instant. It is not obvious as well, which is interesting. So,
Well, yeah, there's, as the book says, any number of things can make a man bleed.
So there's two types of psychic powers now. There's the obvious powers and the not obvious powers. So, like biolightning is blatantly obvious.
No.
Because
Yes.
the player is standing there firing lightning from his fingertips, shouting absolute power or limited power. Whereas hemorrhage, you can just stand there, just go.
Absolutely.
"Doo-doo-doo-doo." Okay. You force a surge of psychic powers for your victim, rupturing blood vessels and reopening scars that cause bleeding throughout their body. Choose a creature in short range. A challenge, fortitude, enduring tests. Opposed to your test or suffer 2 damage.
This is the part where we find out that everyone on the planet is a blank.
So for 2 damage, and also now you're bleeding major, which is fucking terrifying.
Yep.
So
You die at the end of the round.
So basically,
end of the round.
It's not that bad.
the man is walking towards a shotgun across his shoulder. The camera cuts to a blade of staring at, going squinty eyes at him. You hear a high pitched whine as his head as he
Well, we'll
starts
see.
coughing blood from his mouth immediately.
Well, we'll see what he rolls first.
Touch anything? What the shit? Why am I getting?
The die is having problems.
I clicked.
Somebody pushed a button and errors happened.
I was clicking to see if I could make hemorrhage pop out, which is probably why you're getting stuff.
Yep.
I
Quite
might
possible.
do it.
A fortitude.
I can go ahead and find it in the book.
No, I found it in the book. I just read it. Right.
All right.
A challenging fortitude endurance test.
Rolls a net 1.
That'd be amazing.
Not at disadvantage.
And that beats me.
He beats him. He kind of staggers for a sec, but kind of shakes it off. He's a tough man.
Probably just
Well, citizen.
thinks
Yep.
he's
Yeah, he thinks he's just like, he's been on a farm. He's like a few scratches open, but nothing too much. He's more focused on getting to that box. He's coming up close now, so he's in range of the blank, we'll say. And now we should figure out what the blank aura does.
I know you said aura, but it sounded like
Yep.
horror.
Sorry,
Yes.
I was muted at the key moment, which is always really bloody handy. It doesn't actually have... Okay. It doesn't explicitly state a technical effect, but it says ordinary humans find your presence disturbing and may even suffer headaches or nausea from prolonged exposure to you.
All right.
So
So
basically,
now,
it doesn't actually do
it
anything.
doesn't do
It
anything.
doesn't do anything.
Get closer to you.
Yes. And I'm basically going to just step in between him and the box and just sort of stare him down and just go, this is not your box.
Walk away, boy.
All right.
Not your box.
That'd be a rapport, I guess. Again.
Yes, I
But-
presume so. I don't
Can we
have...
say that that's being made at disadvantage, or his?
Well,
challenge
advantage
is-
for Serpentis
Cool.
Okay.
to-
Zeb,
for threatening him.
could I have an assist off of this?
Zeb? Oh, he's muted. There he is.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
I'm just asking how.
You're helping to intimidate him because there is an intimidation roll being made.
I mean, I can point my gun at him. Okay.
You're
Sorry.
also just another person, also significantly larger, and that
Less
alone
diplomatic.
would be more than enough.
You look corn-fed. How can you split that? Well, like that.
Please don't spell it with a K.
Kool-Aid.
Oh,
Ooh. Ooh.
be fed with what genre is corn?
Nah, he
I
just
just
barges
have
past you and
What?
kind of he gets his hand on the latch and just kind of flicks it open.
I shoot him.
shoot.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
just going to
sorry.
stab him.
and
Just rolled badly.
This guy is hardened. You know, this farmer's
This
seen a
guy
lot of
takes
stuff.
no shit.
Yeah.
Why
He's
am I
got
reminded
rated.
of the farmer from like Men in Black 1?
I'm reminded of the farmer from friggin' Dragon Ball.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, actually. Yes.
Yeah, farmers on my land.
Not anymore.
But the guy with a power level of
None of
6,
us-
where normal people have 1.
I am going.
None of
to,
us can actually catch bullets and flick them back harder.
Yet.
I am going to. I am going to stab him.
I think we have several people who are queuing up to do this.
I have,
guy.
Get in line.
I have stabbed him.
Oh, he will attempt
could
to
dodge.
dodge. Yep, he'll attempt his dodge roll. Why's that guy got?
Flat-footed.
Zeb, sorry, you were saying something there, but we didn't quite hear it.
I
this
said
thing
he
is supposed
should
to-
be pretty flat-footed on this one if he's
Yeah.
down grabbing the latch.
He's going to be rolling on disadvantage.
Okay.
So it's going to be agility, isn't it, for dodge? Dodge.
There's
Yes.
an actual dodge skill.
Current action dodge.
It's on combat.
Is it reflexes or where is it be at here?
It's on combat. The combat
Yeah,
tab.
there's just a list of actions.
the top. Initiative, dodge, superiority, speed.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, great. Do we have any superiority over this single farmer who doesn't expect us to beat him up?
Oh, yes.
I mean, he saw our guns. He probably isn't like
You're
expecting
oh right, not everyone
to
has
die
pistols.
immediately, but that's a 93. Oh wait, no, that's
No, it's not.
No,
the
39.
wrong person.
No, it's 39.
39.
I still
No,
have.
he's
This is a
making
failure.
disadvantaged though.
All right. So,
I
how much
do
damage does your knife do?
3 damage, Greg.
All
It did
right.
not break his others. Is he still
Well, that was
armored?
pretty. Did anyone see that on the guy in the top corner?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, no, that's Serafina.
Is that Seth? No.
What?
What?
The token name says Serafina.
Yeah, it shouldn't
Oh.
do. Should be. What's
Huh.
Seraphina? I think he's just randomly. I
it-
think he's just randomly giving her a name.
Oh, it might be another random generation job.
Yeah. So, farmer's now a woman. It's a Seraphina. But no, if watch the token when I give it wounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. It actually has a health bar. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, where is the token? 'Cause I don't
Why did
see
I
it.
just roll another hemorrhage?
I don't know. But you succeeded rather well.
Where is this
Yeah.
token I'm looking for here?
It's
Now,
on the-
stop
on
sending
the-
socket requests to people. That's weird. Why isn't it over by the Garden of Eden where we're looking?
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
You know, he teleports across the planet.
No,
From
no,
one
no,
side of the
no.
farm
Our
field to the
eyes
other.
just
Powerful
catch up.
knife.
Warp
Right.
shenanigans.
Can I like not have done that
Yeah,
because
That's fun.
I seriously don't know why that happened. Did you
Why?
do that,
Okay,
guy?
here's okay. My knife is okay. I'm sorry about that. It's 3 plus strength modifier because I didn't. I
Yeah, I
rolled
thought
that
that was
from
a bit
my.
So 6.
Yeah, so it's 6.
I'm gonna say you're missing the knife out of that attack roll there, Mario.
Because I didn't roll the. I didn't roll. I didn't have it. I have it equipped, and I just rolled it from the skills thing.
All right. I think we should go for
Gotcha.
initiative at this point.
Yeah,
That's the plan.
All right. So we have to drop you
I'm
guys
assuming
onto the map.
yeah.
Boop.
I was going to say it seems like token time.
Boop.
That's a technical terminology.
I need a combat
I
encounter.
don't need to drop him on.
We just need to make sure we do not.
Don't know how
Yeah,
to drop
drop my
Class's
own
character on.
The worst thing we could probably have right now is shots fired. So people, please don't do anything too terribly
I'm
loud.
pretty sure you're going to beat
Chainsaw's
him in
not
initiative,
that
but we'll
loud.
find out in a second.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll have to.
I'm pretty sure we're all just gonna stab him to death with our various knives. How do I roll for initiative?
Combat
Absolutely.
up left.
Combat. Yep.
Combat.
Oh god, it
top
has decimals.
Yes, your roll is the decimal. Your actual stat is the hard number.
It's the tiebreak.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Wait.
That makes sense.
Good news, his sucked.
Why is it not letting me roll initiative?
I've done it
Have
for
you
you.
selected your token first? Oh,
You may already have done.
Yeah, I did it for everyone.
Oh.
6.34.
All right. I just.
On initiative as wait. Oh, I am not.
No, I used the initiative I rolled. Weird.
Hmm.
Unless it
It
rolled me
doesn't-
first,
It
anyway.
doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
We have all very soundly beaten him,
Mhm.
and now we shall soundly beat him.
There you go.
Yeah, you say that.
I mean, using a chainsaw as a form of beating with a few added steps, no?
We have him rather severely outnumbered.
We do have superior. I think we have was one
You've
with
got
six
superiority,
in it.
yes.
Are we about to Caesar this guy?
Yes. Yes, I honestly think we are.
Time to get a middle name.
All right. Who's Brutusing first?
Who's Brutusing? Because Brutus went first.
What does superiority do?
So
Plus
superi-
1.
Yeah. So,
Is that
so
plus
success
one
level.
SL or just plus one?
Plus 1 success.
so superiority is a way of tracking how well you're doing in the combat. There's another side to it we won't be using in this combat where everyone has kind of a resolve. And if your superiority is higher than their resolve, then they will start to retreat.
They'll just break and leave.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Or get worse.
But in this
I know
case, this
that it
guy's
says we have
like on his
superiority
farm, so
zero
he's
still.
not going to break.
Yeah, he literally has nowhere else to go.
No.
He has standard.
We're gonna break him. I just saw Serpentis' post. Oh boy.
I'm not wrong, though, am I?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope you're correct.
I mean,
yes.
if the wife and the 3 kids come out with the farm with the rifles, we're in a lot of trouble.
Well, that's if they find the
No.
body.
That's it. That's why
Yeah,
That's why I'm pleading for as quiet as possible.
That
That's
is
up to,
valid.
that is up to Added to not break out whatever bazooka he has.
What does he have?
Handheld
Ooh.
autocannon.
An astounding
not.
failure.
An astounding failure is.
Yeah.
Astounding.
With
Fail at knife.
You stabbed the box.
Fate points. Fate points.
I don't-
Spending.
I don't think you need to spend a fate point this early.
Reroll a fail. Gain
Unless-
advantage before it's roll. Gain a success after it's rolled. Go
Only-
first.
That is only
Remove
if
a
Gray is
condition.
if Gray is the kind of person to make this right now, this innocuous stabbing of the box turn into the fact that he has broken the optic on the Xenos gun.
No.
No,
It's
I'm
in
not,
the
I'm
box.
not that bad on mission.
Fine.
Let's hope not. How do we add superiority then?
It goes.
Yeah,
Let's
'cause
take a look.
We've still got
Combat.
superiority 0.
Yeah, it should be at least superiority 1.
Let's see how we add that though.
If it's superiority
has
thing,
to.
there you can add success levels. So I guess you can add that to the roll.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that might
Right,
be
let's,
useful.
let's find the rules for superiority. Rolls. Superiority.
I do like that it says knife test.
Yes, knife
Spirit-
test.
So,
Knife test. Knife.
the easiest way to get superiority is before the fight is know thy enemy, know thy foe. If you know something about your opponent, you get +1. Know thy
I think
battle.
what we're asking is, you've said we have superiority, so it
Yeah.
should be +1, but it's not in the tracker.
Ah, okay, so yeah, it is now.
Okie dokie. In which case, yep.
Yeah.
We've had one person fail to stab. Let's have 2 people fail to stab.
Yeah. Dark Heresy
If it
style.
does manage to get all the way down to me, I am using my axe. So
I have to draw my knife. I don't even have it equipped.
I think
First
we
rule
can
being-
assume we all.
I
do
didn't
it at the same
expect
time, and
combat.
that's why we rolled.
Is this behaving? Yes, it is.
Nah, that's fair. That's fair.
Good
Wow.
lord.
You weren't supposed to actually.
Stop stabbing the box.
I'm trying. I'm even
Try
adding in the
better.
superiority level. There we go. Thank you,
Okay.
Mario.
Ooh,
Left
That's a
arm
crit as well.
critical.
you got a crit.
Oh, yo.
He's dead. Crits just
I cut.
kill
I,
moves.
I cut him up Hive Ganger style. All right.
You grab his hair, pull it back, and then slash him across them.
No. I
The
grab his.
critical is dead.
No, I grab him by the arm, lift his arm up, and then I put the knife right under his armpit to his lung.
I say we take
More
adage
of a
because
shot,
it's
but yeah.
Yeah.
more accurate to what he just said as well.
Yeah.
Plus, it shows that everyone was trying to stab his hand on the box rather than.
Yeah.
All right.
geez.
What's that big?
For some reason, when I see that lax permission thing, there's a big red die just
Floating in the
angrily
top right?
vibrating in the
Yeah.
top right.
Yeah.
which
Yeah, I
is
see
hilarious.
that too. It's quite fun, isn't it? The dice is
Uh,
angry with you.
Okay, so that was as quiet as it could be. His tractor's still here.
Yep.
You've
got a ride.
We have a ride.
Tractor.
Okay. The thing is, who has an entrenching tool?
I do.
Quick, bury him.
Oh boy.
He was
That's
plowing
gonna be
his
a
field
big
back
test.
there.
Now the question is, where are you burying him? Are you burying him in the center of the crop marker?
You know what?
I see nothing wrong with
If he
this.
comes
Yeah,
back
you
as
know
a living
what?
dead,
Let's.
let's see if he comes back as a point of living dead. It'll be more hilarious. Fair enough.
Well, it's not like a actual religious symbol. It's just the field the teleportation makes.
Yeah,
But
the field
Yeah,
is just
well,
flat.
If
Yes,
someone comes
no,
out
but
and finds his body buried in the middle of a weird crop circle, it's going to cause all sorts of interesting situations.
Well,
Well,
yes, it's called It's called an ink splash. It's so that no one will people will think weird cult shit rather than people from beyond the stars.
We could also just leave his
Oh.
body in the middle so it looks like something landed on him.
You know what? Give me a second. Give me a
Or
second.
squish.
Give me a second. I'm gonna make a Forbidden Lord Xenos test, Gray, and
Mm.
Before you do that, could we set up an altar to the God Emperor?
No.
no, that's not.
What
to do
part
that.
of don't get spotted don't
Yeah,
you understand?
That would definitely constitute getting spotted.
Okay. Let's.
That's a
You
99.
know nothing.
I just have a.
Oh
Like-
lord.
What's the best way to you know what? We can just probe his butt and make it look like he was abducted by aliens.
Jesus.
Okay. No. If
You
you
know what?
actually start trying that, I will punch you.
I'm not. Let's
Dig a
not do that.
hole and bury it.
Let's dig a hole and bury him.
Alright, that's probably going to take a bit.
Well, let's face it.
Unless
We're
one
not.
of you has another shovel.
I don't have another shovel.
How much does the shovel cost?
I have a shovel. I'll aid.
It's called an entrenching tool.
What is the price of an entrenching tool?
Potato.
I've never been in the military.
Your soul.
I don't call it an entrenching tool. I call it a shovel because I work on a farm.
Armory.
In the armory, it's called a
It's
shovel. If you
20,
don't call it
it's
a shovel,
common.
no one will know.
20 is. Oh, you know what? Dang it! It's too expensive for me to have careful planner it. All right.
You're poor.
I cannot.
Oh,
afford
yeah,
a whole-
also-
Ah, you're poor.
Also, Gray, you said he had a shotgun, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
I'm going to go through his wallet.
Really?
her
Yes.
wallet. It was.
We've
remember, it
been
was
here
related.
5 minutes and we're already robbing people.
You've already.
Look,
you've-
I can't use Dealmaker without money.
It's
I mean,
okay.
there's
Check
an
his.
element of truth in that.
Check the. So, what kind of currency does he have in his wallet, Greg?
Oh yeah, that's actually another
Yeah,
good point.
It'll be some sort of local, paradise coins.
Some local.
Are we
stuff.
talking hard currency, paper currency, digital whatchamajigginers?
It'll be paper, probably.
Oh, good. Yeah, you don't have evolved credit cards.
Or they have this
bottle
guy's a
taps,
farmer, so
no.
he doesn't need one.
But still, no solars.
They
then for
haven't.
anyone.
They haven't developed to the only digital level of currency.
We got to remember that this is like a post, it's lost tech. Credit cards are lost tech.
So
Oh,
I'm assuming-
they've regressed. Okay,
Right,
I
I'm
didn't
assuming
realize
that's
that.
going to be a pump action rather than a combat shot.
Yeah, pump action.
Yeehaw.
Well, that
And
solves the
you'll-
currency
You
question.
have just enough rounds in it. It won't have any extra magazines. So.
Okay, that solves the currency question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It solves our currency question. It doesn't solve our cash problem.
You've probably
well-
got the equivalent of something like £30, $50. So
That's enough for lunch
enough for lunch. A small change, but nothing.
me.
No big purchases.
for me. 3,000 solars and nothing to spend them on. I should have brought some gold or something.
Well, I think we need to do.
For all I know, this guy was farming wheat that grows gold, so it might be worthless.
Well, taste
might
it
need-
and see.
Well, if worst comes to worst, we might need to raid his farmhouse, and to gain a bearing. We're in an emperor's loving freaking field at the moment. We don't really have an idea of where we are, where the city is, where we're at.
Yeah, that's true. We're
Well,
gonna
let's
need to
follow his
figure out-
tracks back to his house and then loot that and see if he has a map.
We know we're in the right place at least, because he did say this is the Garden of Eden.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got teleported. We can't be that far off. Charlie.
Geologically, we're in the right place. Geographically, it's a different question.
I mean, true. We're not under the water or underground. We are geologically correct.
It could have been a lot worse with a teleportation.
I mean, yeah, that actually is fair.
It could.
We're
but
above
main-
the surface.
Yeah, no, you know what? With teleportoriums in the 41st
We're less than 5 meters above the surface. Successful teleport.
Well, anyway, we'll take the tractor. Throw the truck on the crate on the back of the tractor, and if he drove through his field, I'm sure that there is a trail leading back.
Yes.
Not to
Tractors
mention,
leave a trail. It's guaranteed.
not to mention, if he's ploughing his field recently, surely there's some new ground where we could bury the guy more easily. If he's just been halfway
If
through
it's on
ploughing.
dirt, it's ruts in the road in the dirt. If it's on a road, it's a trail of people behind him trying to pass.
Yep, true enough.
And to
I
be fair,
drive
he
rural.
did come up fairly quickly before you were able to do anything. So you'll probably be able to see the farmhouse from here.
Good.
Okay, let me just fail an awareness test at that.
But no.
Successfully failed.
Uh,
So
I
the
will
rest of you who
grab him
don't
and
roll
turn him
immediately
in the
notice the
correct
farmhouse
direction.
down the road.
I wasn't even looking. I already failed to see it. Perfect.
All right.
all right, I will
Well-
police our lost one while everyone else gets into the back of the truck.
I'm following you
house.
guys.
Who's all right? Who wants to drive who wants to drive the trailer while we're following behind it?
I probably have experience with that.
I should not. Feral world.
Yeah, so you're wanting piloting, obviously.
I'll be taking piloting
Anyone
probably next
have
advancement.
piloting?
Should I just spend some of my XP
mean,
on it? I
To be
have
honest,
150.
I should say at this point, I'm not going to make you test driving down to the farm. This is just
Yeah,
this is for later on when you're making a high speed exit after failing everything.
I don't know what you mean.
yeah, I'll hop on the tractor and take it back to the
Yeah.
house.
It's kind of like a farm truck, so there'll be room in the back for most of you.
Question: when we're looking at the farms, does the farm have any external cabling that would lead away from it so that they would have phone lines or something?
Yeah, there'll be like phone lines.
Okay, first things first, we got to cut the phone lines. Tech man on the phone lines, if you could.
Right, let me just apply my knife. Oh, wait, no, I have a laser cutter.
Let's
And we're in
first
disguise.
make sure that there isn't anyone else in the house.
Well, that's the thing is before we get seen by the whomever in the house, because the thing is that they wouldn't be technically looking out if they're healing the tractor come up, if the tractor guy went out. So the thing
That's
is
true.
the thing is to cut phone lines cut any lines of communication before they see it, before they see us.
How
Because
the
we're
fuck
not-
did you get caught?
As I said, he put the cuffs on me directly himself.
Well, you see, when he walked in, the Inquisitor locked the door behind him. Sneakily like. All right, so Gray, I'm going to use my data slate to see if there currently is a call in progress on these phone lines.
Okay, that would just be a
It's apparently a routine tech test to do this.
Wow, wiretapping is that easy?
With a data slate,
There's a modern surveillance joke in here somewhere. Nobody
dice.
pick it up.
okay, I'm going to succeed significantly, and I'm going to assume there's not.
huh?
What?
Plus
Look at your roll.
Hell,
I rolled a 47. I'm fine.
good. You're not that good.
It passed, but still.
How the hell did
Can you
Yeah,
check
I'm
your stats,
tired.
please?
It's me.
Okay, can someone in the YouTube viewing chat, can you just check how much time has passed since the start of the stream and work out how long it took for us to break the dice roller? Because I know people were
said
taking
plus
bets on
20.
screen.
Not plus. Okay, that's more accurate. But I'm going to keep the first roll of 39. So
Yeah, I think we can allow you that.
so that's like 4 degrees of success or so.
No.
Yes.
2 degrees.
My first roll was 39 against 67.
Oh, you just rolled the wrong.
I added
fire.
too many pluses, apparently. I don't know. Because it still should have had a 7 at the last digit. It multiplied instead of
Multiplied by
adding,
10
and I
instead.
hang on a second. Is that
Okay.
really? Can I really
I
do
think you
that?
fucked something up, bro.
Can you take a tech use check on your own sheet?
No, I can't multiply. That doesn't work. Okay.
Right, take
That's
a tech
weird.
use test on your own mathematics education.
But look, here's what happens if I do plus 200 instead of plus 20.
All
But
right.
anyway, yes, that's.
Oh my god.
I don't. Why is there just a 7?
It's random room in the box.
I think that's advantages, not
Oh,
No, it isn't.
it's the box as rat of room. It's only supposed to have at most plus minus 2 digits.
Oh my
so
God,
because
you're
it's
right.
467, the 7 has fallen out of the box.
Anyway, so
God
anyway,
damn it, people.
tech test.
Yeah.
Successful. I'm just going to cut the line with my laser cutter now.
Yeah, there's
Good.
only basic data packages going back and forth, nothing active.
All right.
Whatever the Imperium's
alright.
equivalent of the
We've got some
internal.
kind of continual signal on 460, but I have no idea what that is. There's no data going across.
Area.
Maybe
okay,
power?
Area has
weird.
been isolated. Now we can deal with any people on
It's gonna
site.
be great if this guy was actually just torrenting.
No, there was no
We-
data. It was just a
We
continuous
open the
beam.
door. We open
No.
the door. We see a bright pink altar to he's basically an a farmer idol fan.
Was the door locked, Gray? Do I get to unlock it?
No, the door's not locked.
Even
Fully.
if it was, the guy probably had the keys on.
Is okay. Question.
Okay, that's
another,
valid.
Another basic question about the setting, Gray.
Mhm.
How many vehicles does this person have, if any?
He's
we
got
know it's at least one.
he's got a
Note
truck
here.
and he's got a like combine harvester farm thing that's probably the most advanced thing you've seen in your life.
So only one domestic vehicle.
Well, no domestic vehicle. There's no domestic vehicle you can see.
Yeah,
Okay.
the truck.
Truck.
The truck is a farm.
Yeah, the truck is like a farm thing for moving like stuff around, and then he's got like a combine harvester's,
But he doesn't have a personal vehicle.
No.
Is what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I was trying to ascertain because you can tell how many people are in a location by how many domestic vehicles they have on hand.
But
Don't ask me. Look, I get bored a lot. All right.
Not you. I'm misidentifying a combine harvester on purpose.
oh, please don't think
Yeah,
it's a
you know-
Half-Life combine.
You know. The
No,
thing
it's a
is-
Land Raider.
The thing.
Yes,
is,
I do, and that's why.
I'm pretty sure at least some of the Imperium's vehicles are modified from farm equipment.
Yep, the
So it's
tank they
entirely
use is a
possible.
modified farmer. I just can't remember what it's called.
Chimera. I'm pretty sure the Chimera was.
Maybe?
Lehman Russ
Isn't that
was
the
the
APC,
farming.
though?
Yeah, the Chimera is the APC. The Lehman Russ was the tank that was actually
Lehman Russ!
turned
Thank
into
you.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Right,
Anyway.
the door was open, we were saying.
yes, the door is open.
Please don't make us kill his old grandmother.
Well,
No,
knock.
No. You walk in, and the house seems pretty quiet.
Candygram.
There's a telegram on, a TV on.
This is static right now.
Now it's playing some local news about the upcoming celebrations and stuff like that.
Ooh, good. Watch
Oh.
that. Maybe it'll give us a time.
Okay.
Good idea. But I'm
Who's
searching
watching?
the house and making sure there's nobody
Who's-
upstairs.
Who's watching the telly is the question.
Well, nobody. But there's
Used
like
to be
a
farmer.
drink next to it. It looks like he was
I
watching
think-
the telly.
I think what he
Okay.
means is which of us is going.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no,
Me.
I was being suspicious because if the telly was currently running,
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
someone was
it sounds
watching it.
like he did just hear a loud bang outside, went to check on it, and then got ganked.
okay.
I'm the one with tech use. I will watch this strange square.
I'm the one who remembers everything he sees, so I will gather information.
That's actually a very good play.
That is a valid.
Yeah.
That is a valid shout.
Yeah, so
I'm
Bob was
also
saying
just
that
gonna
Lehman Russ was a harvester, the Terminators were civilian-grade reactor maintenance equipment.
Talk about retrofitting.
I mean,
Yes.
STCs, man, STCs.
They're a hell of a drug. I'm also
Okay,
just
well,
going to be searching the rest of the house and making absolutely sure there's no one like asleep in a bedroom or whatever.
No, the
When
house,
all you have is a hammer, sometimes you have to glue some nails on it to make a mace.
A bit of Googling says that Knights were apparently originally like loaders, heavy-duty loaders.
Loaders
makes
and
sense.
and clear, yes.
Anyway, so house is empty. Picture of wife and 2 children smiling in a sunny day. Possibly note on table saying gone into town with the kids, be back later. But no one else you have to murder today.
Well, that means
Yeah.
we can't loot anything from this place. Can we find a map?
Yeah, you'll be able to. Yeah, I'll say you can find a map. Yeah.
And
Probably
is there
most
any
of
sort of
proxy
safe
lines.
in the rooms?
No looting the safe.
This one had family. We can't afford to leave a trail. of
This guy's
missing
family's still alive. We're trying to be sneaky.
I like
Did
the
you guys
trying
wipe your
of
feet
that.
when you came in?
Yes.
Good.
The fell worder goes, What's wiping your feet?
things. Why would you do
On
that?
the mat.
They're not raised in a barn, yeesh.
No, that's because I know how to make a barn.
Instead, it's a major.
Anyway, yeah, so it looks like the family's gone out for the day. You'll be able to find like, a local map. It shows you about 10 miles from the town of Eden.
I see the family portrait, and I do the imperial eagle or the hand sign. Just small blessing because we did just murder their father. Their
He was insured. He'll be fine.
hopefully.
No one's going to ask what insurance is?
Yeah, it's the thing you.
It's heresy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's what you pay for the gang not to rob you, right?
Yes.
All right. So you're about 10 miles from the main town, and it shouldn't be far. Yeah, the main road isn't too far away, so yeah.
So are we
fairly easy.
walking or are we keeping that truck?
We're
We're walking. In fact, whoever's fastest should probably drive the tractor back out to the circle where he died.
That's a good idea, actually.
I'll go.
Make sure to
I'll
leave the
dri-
keys in.
I'll drive. Well, no, put the keys on. Oh, okay, I was thinking we can put the keys on. Oh, he's
Wait,
buried.
I've got enough. Leave the keys in. Run him over with the back wheels.
Oh Jesus!
Yes. Okay, can do. On it. What do you? Mario's going to go and doctor a crime scene again, like he usually does.
I was
The
gonna say,
Imperial
he's going
version
to
of
Billy.
friendly.
What is the opposite of CSI?
Yakuza.
Crime scene disguisery.
No. The opposite of CSI is
Obfuscation.
ICS.
CSO. Crime scene obfuscation.
I was just gonna say the cleaner, but
That
Actually,
too.
yeah.
Well,
But
he's
we're
a
not
terrible
playing
cleaner.
Mafia, so we don't get one of those.
Anyway, taking the crate off the back, driving the tracker back and doing it and driving over him backwards.
Look, I want you to know that I've had slightly less than 2 drinks.
make sure to run it into a berm so it doesn't look like it just stopped on its own.
Yeah, that's good. Or just get out of it after you run him over, you know.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to do. Okay, great. I'm going to do an athletic leap away. So from the things that look like there's no foot.
Okay.
Okay,
What it calls
if you break your neck doing this, we're not coming back for you.
But we will laugh at you.
Would this jump be a routine jump, Gray?
Probably, probably routine because you're going to be. I'm assuming you're trundling it and not doing it 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
Something
you're
stupid.
basically just putting it on idle. So like, he hopped out, forgot it was still in drive or reverse, I guess.
And accidentally stabbed himself multiple times.
Hey. He was only stabbed twice.
Okay, thank
Twice.
God.
Twice is
All right.
multiple times.
There were implements.
I
on
do
And
it.
we're
want-
really hoping that the tires can manage to cover up most of the stabbing.
I do
No,
also.
there were implements on that track.
Also, someone else leave his wallet here too to make sure he doesn't vanish.
Yep,
Or
sans cash.
or toss it in his if the truck windows are down. Just
No,
toss it in the
just
truck.
put it back in the house like you didn't have it on him. When he
I'm going to leave it next to the drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you don't leave your wallet in your back pocket when you're sitting down relaxing. It leaves a bulge. It's uncomfortable.
Anyway,
Back pocket.
giving Gray flashbacks to the Dark Heresy game. Enough.
in a Dark Heresy game.
Not Dark
It's
Heresy.
Warhammer. Gonna do
the
war
Black-
crimes.
No,
with
the
my
Black.
bros.
The Black
yeah.
Crusade game where he had me doing where I was doing OpTech, and Gray literally said that he was having the hardest time introducing things because our OpSec was too good.
It was a good campaign. Our OPSEC was fantastic.
So we're in town now.
We were big and loud and impressive, and no one could find any trace of us after we had gone.
Because there was no trace of anything left.
Yes.
There was no ways of finding us, which is the best part. Anyway, to town now.
Look, I'm really good at OPSEC for reasons I'm not allowed to discuss.
Oh, very good.
Hopefully, the people in town will be a bit less curious about the box.
Okay, here's a question, Gray. Is the way out to the main road, is it paved or dirt?
It's dirt and then paved once you get to the main road.
All right, we're gonna have to drag the box behind us to cover up our footprints going out.
Yeah, because the big ass skid mark in the.
Or
road is
maybe we'll
going
just.
to be-
Okay, then we're gonna get off.
It's less than footprints.
Yes.
I mean, y'all know that dirt roads don't actually leave. Like footprints aren't a huge deal in dirt roads.
Usually fairly well packed, unless it's been raining recently.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right. Okay, then we'll. I just want it to be known that we've made this. We made this distinction before leaving.
We did check for any footprints that would make it obvious that a group walked past.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, worst case, we could also just walk next to the road.
When we get to the paved part, we can ask the thing. Anyway, we're gonna have to probably do some. We're probably going to have to do a rotation on box carrying, depending on how encumbered this thing is.
All right.
That play a noise for everyone or just me?
Mm.
Just
Just
you.
me then. Good.
Did what play noise?
Nothing you need to worry about. Everything is fine.
All right. So you start walking down the road.
Perfectly
Um,
fine.
You know, group of people, big straight. Probably like 5 miles out, another farm truck will come past, and then kind of stop, and someone will get out. It's like, "Hey, you people want to ride?"
That'd be great. Sure. You heading into town?
Yeah, you coming in for celebrations?
Yeah.
Excellent. And he'll kind of pop you up in the back. If just he's loaded down with like grain and stuff like that, produce he's taking in. So, yeah, good. I mean, it's nice to see people walking in. Most people try and take a hover, fly in.
Just people try and take. Oh,
Try to
Chat out
fly
there.
in.
Yeah, try to take a flyer in, and it's kind of it's against the kind of the founder spirit, isn't it? You should be walking in. Everyone should walk in a bit, but still got a way to go. So
The large
Hey.
green things besides the road are quite beautiful.
Don't mind him. He's very silly.
it takes all types. So you've been around here long? Coming from where have you come in from? Another town?
We're not
I think we're.
I'm not lying. Well, no, I can't do the lying. So anyone else?
Yeah, I'm not even good at lying. My fellowship is 23, so I'm not doing it.
I'm in the 30s. I've also sworn off being the talkie character.
yeah, I'm not very talkative.
Hang on. I'm just looking for my. There we go. Okay. And paste. I will happily keep this guy entertained with piles of nonsense babble about how we're from the north side and flew down to meet family. Well, these guys who all look somewhat similar did. I'm just a friend. But I have a talent specifically for this.
I love
That's
Gothic gibberish.
amazing.
It's a great talent.
I know, Gothic gibberish is amazing.
Ooh, you almost
So
got me
basically-
last with my drink.
Basically, you climb up shotgun and just talk his ear off the entire trip.
Pretty much.
Trying to sound as realistic and babbling as possible. Like
I don't name names. I'm very good at it.
You're trying to sound as local as possible.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, we're from north.
Yeah, we're up north.
Up north, Neapolis?
I just refer to it as north because I'm sure there's at least one borough in north in Norpolis that refers to itself as north.
I mean, to quote the classic, lots of planets have a north.
All the non-donutty ones, and half of those.
They're heresy. We don't talk about the donuts.
The donuts
Oh,
all got
spot
eaten.
territory.
Yeah, you got.
All right.
All right, so
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
Greg. Can I use my investigation people specialty to try and get some information from this guy?
yeah, give it a go.
Don't you
Cool.
need to make so don't you need to
Intuition
make
people.
the-
Sorry, it's not investigation. Never mind.
I mean, you might still be able to get something out of that.
Holy shit! Huzzah!
Yeah, he starts babbling on how, it's always good time of year, like Founders Day, where, they're kind of like, the president will always come in and make everyone feel like they're part of one proper planet. And he's, kind of nattering on about stuff like that, and how the president's taken the finest hotel, of course. And it's really hard for anyone like who's not like rich to find anywhere, apart from like the occasional bus of school kids they pick randomly from some part of the hives.
You're
Yeah.
cutting off a lot there, Gray.
Yeah, I'm only
Think-
catching half of that.
Okay,
So I'm
so
understanding.
yeah, so basically, rich people have taken over. The president's come in. He's got the nicest
Hotel
hotel,
rooms.
but there's also a like they tend to bring in a few hive kids, like a couple of classes of hive kids a year, who get to actually spend some time outside of the city. And they bring him a couple of days later, earlier, so the screaming can stop.
Does he know anywhere local that would be a good place to still hole up? If all those
Yeah, that's a
hotels are-
good point. We could mention that, we are actually we haven't figured out a place to stay yet.
Oh, you left it a bit late.
You know how
Look,
it
it
is
was a
when
late
comes-
season.
You know how it is when it comes to planning. Everything is all set up until it ain't no more.
Yeah, no,
I blame the rich.
everything's been booked up ages. There's gonna be some tent sites around, of course. But he goes, don't seem to have a tent, so.
I do actually have a tent.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I have survival gear.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah, that'd be your best bet. Find a field, pay someone some coin, and they'll let you set up a tent. I mean, there'll be some broadcast locations, but your chances of actually getting near the podium are going to be quite small, because the whole town's just booked out at this point.
Where
It's
where,
all about being there. You don't have to be close.
where would the podium be? Where is
You're
this,
not in the
where is
front.
it? Okay, no. Fair enough.
It's a valid question. Though. Where are
I'm
they
not-
setting up this year?
Pretty sure I got that from the TV.
Let him-
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
good
let-
point. We did have.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
let- okay, he did. Don't mind me.
Yeah, the TV would have shown them setting up the podium, and the podium's being set up right next to where they think the first landing occurred.
Okay, yeah, I remember hearing that. I just didn't. My brain didn't parse.
It's funny how none of that is anywhere near the spaceport. That's its word.
But the spaceport, the starport was built by the Imperials. So
Yeah,
Right.
it was built well after colonization.
So basically, the Imperium arrived, and in the few years before it all went to hell with the Horus Heresy, they built a large spaceport, and then, of course, no one's used it since. So yeah. I mean, you could push for information on the Imperium if you want, but it'd be kind of an odd question to ask.
Nah. I don't care about no spacemans.
Well,
I'm not an Imperial spy. I don't speak Russian.
no. We also have a few people here that are indistinguishable too, so at least he's not going to be able to name all our faces.
All right. So
I tell you what, though, this must be hell for me. This ride because I am forced into close proximity of a blank.
Yes, you are within. Yeah, you're sitting there and you just can't use anything. Like suddenly, it's quiet, and really quiet.
Okay, the funnier part, but if you rolled an endurance test to not throw up, to have your head and throw up.
Endurance test.
I don't know what I mean. I'm not going to make you roll. It's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the voices are gone, and that terrifies me.
What are you going to do without their constant naysaying?
You'd be surprised how used to it you get.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear the voices too?
Yes, they tell me to do things that are exactly the opposite of what I should do, except the squeaky one.
Apart from the squeaky one. Who's the squeaky one?
Yeah, but unlike you,
He's
mine
clever.
aren't
He tells me what
illusions.
to do and expects me not to. I just ignore him.
Yeah, the difference between us is mine aren't hallucinations.
All right, you'll arrive at town. They'll let you off just outside, and it is bustling. It's not a big town, but it's kind of one of those incredibly picturesque places that's been kept picturesque for centuries because
Manicured.
they're manicured. There's bunting. There's stalls and everything. Every shop has been converted into a tourist trap.
There's a distinct historical society here that is keeping this place look nice.
Yeah, There's a bunch of children over there who are trying not to look at the sky
And failing, most
and
likely.
failing. So
What's in the
congratulations!
sky?
First time you've come out the hive, and now you're in this place. It's weird. There's one kid who loves it. Obviously, there's always one kid who loves it.
I mean, I'm also looking at the sky. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
It's
but
nice and blue.
But yeah, if you've never seen anything but rooms, apart from pictures, and then you get dumped outside, it's going to be freaky.
Or just the smoky ceiling of like a far off hive spire or something.
Yeah.
Look,
For the first time in their lives, they get to see what the outside is. They get to see what their home looks like from the outside.
Yep. It's terrifying.
Mhm.
But apart from that, yeah. There's one thing is blending in is going to be pretty easy.
It's going to be pretty.
I
Easy.
think he said.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Am I still
you're
cutting
right.
out for you?
Yeah, it's.
A little
Mm,
bit,
mm.
yeah.
I
Cut
think
out
you
like a
need
half
to
second.
lower the clamping a bit.
There's no clamping on this anymore. I don't think there was anyway.
Well,
Oh no, the noise gate is on for this. It shouldn't be. There we go.
oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There. So I fixed the other one, but I haven't fixed this one. Okay. So yeah. Hopefully that's not been coming off too bad.
Well, we've got most of the gist of it, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Being a rubbernecker is completely valid in this situation.
Oh yes, you like no one here. Like only like 1 in 10 people here actually lives here, if that.
I will
And
more
it's
like
doing it again.
more like
Oh,
a
God
turkey
damn
necker because we're staring at the sky.
Yeah, we're probably slightly odd in that we're not.
All right, we're down to just the noise suppression now.
Working
I
fine.
mean,
Yeah.
I mean, Discord
That's
also
actually-
got
wait.
Discord.
Discord
Mhm.
is separate to yeah. Ignore me. I'm trying to fix OBS. You're not listening to me for OBS.
We're not
We're not
listening to
listening to
OBS, no, it's Discord.
It's Discord, good sir.
All right. What the hell is
Remember,
Discord
Discord had
playing
an
off?
updater.
Uh,
Discord had an updater too.
Okay,
so
so I'm not
Oh
cutting out
yeah,
for
it
the
had an
stream.
update.
Yeah.
Oof.
All right. Yeah. So apparently the stream's fine. Let me just check my
This is why I use push to talk instead of voice activity, because it doesn't just cut out when it decides I'm done talking, even if I'm not.
Yeah. The input device is switched to default. There we go. Now it's set to the microphone. Bloody
Yay.
Discord. 8. So, yeah, you are in a town of people, and they're all happy and having a great time, and they're looking forward to celebrating something in a couple of days' time when the president comes in.
And none of them remember why they're celebrating exactly.
Well,
But
it's Founders Day. I mean, probably not sure this is the exact right place, but
It's festive, at least.
it's festive. They've decided this is Founders Day, and this is where the founding happened. So that's what they're going to do. It's a good way of bringing the whole planet together.
And for anyone else who doesn't care, it's basically a holiday, which is either reduced off or reduced work. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take free holidays where you can get them.
So
On the bright side, at least a little mini tent city in the field gives us somewhere we can reasonably set up shop without too much worry of having to interact with other people.
yeah.
Odd as
Okay.
that sentence sounds.
Well, actually, tent cities tend to be pretty social, but
the
Mm,
main thing
true.
is that you're both.
I don't
set up
think
your-
anyone's going to give us too much of a side eye if we're just like
Well,
trying to relax and stuff, you know?
Well, we do have some a little bit for downtime, but the main things we got to figure out is where to set up the shot. Essentially.
Well, yeah, we're not actually relaxing, but we're putting on the airs of we're trying to chill out until the big day.
Yes, the main thing is we need one group to stay back and maintain our location, also to keep nosies around away from
Yeah,
the
well,
the
also
crate.
so we actually have a location to come back to.
Yes, and also and we need some infiltrators to do at least some legwork get a eyesight. So I would say Zeb, Terran, and one other person to go into the city to do things. 'Cause I need Zeb's going to be doing the shot, so I would say a creative use of his ballistic skill to get an idea of where to shoot from would be a good idea.
That would work, yeah.
What do you say?
Well, I'm not the GM, so I can't really say that. But
Yeah, no, it sounds good to me.
I don't think aim actions can stack.
No, I don't think so.
Aim actions can stab, but him taking aim action and having an assist would probably go a long way for helping him fire. But
Yes.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Someone assisting is separate from an aim action.
so someone go in, find some local.
You're basically looking for a
binocular.
vantage point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere that's close enough that we can actually get the shot off and also has a decent vantage point from the stage. Maybe,
and
not exactly conspicuous.
and an exfiltration strategy as well. How
Yeah,
do we get
that's the
out?
big
How do we leave? And we have the main problem is that we have to leave with our 2-meter long crate because I don't think it's something we can ditch.
Yeah, our boss would not be happy if we lost one of his toys.
No, definitely not.
No.
So
Yes.
and if I had rapport, I could talk to the criminal. I could probably ferret out the criminal element, or at least the something like that. But may not be a full. Well, there's other infractions I'm sure that can go with.
Okay, I do have a question.
Go ahead.
Go on.
What does this thing look like when it's fired?
You have no idea because you've not tested it.
Wasn't in the
not
manual.
Probably not
Sorry.
going to test it because
You haven't-
if it is something big, we're not gonna want to.
Okay, so we have no idea what it sounds like, what it looks like. For all we know, it could be the loudest fucking beam in the entire fucking planet. Oh boy, this is going to be a problem.
Possibly, yes.
It could literally look like a big, like the ray gun from Mars Attack being fired off.
Yep.
Or it could be completely invisible.
But it was
Yeah,
given to us by
it is a psycho beam.
it was given to us by our boss with the expectation that it could be deployed stealthily.
That's another thing. Yeah, he probably wouldn't give us something that blows our cover the second we pull the trigger.
So anyway, we need a sight line, and we also need a place that's probably not going to be covered in because our main worry is if since we're dealing with a notable, they probably have an escort or some sort.
Oh
that
yeah,
would,
no, absolutely.
Oh,
That
they're
man
going to
is
have
not moving.
bunch of
without
security.
At least 5
I'm
other
kind of
dudes.
worried that.
Uh-huh.
Well, Gray.
Yep.
You said that the tractor was like the most advanced thing we'd seen in a while, right?
Well, the combine harvester was the most advanced thing you've seen in a while.
Okay, if
That-
that's in the hands of a fucking farmer, what does the fucking president have? I'm expecting a
the
fucking
thing is-
shield.
The thing is, that might not be saying much.
Also, the fact that we were probably not dealing with a solid
Actually-
or las projectile. If it is a we'll just have to pray to rely on the Xenotech to do its work outside of
Yeah,
outside of shields because it is
we should definitely have a backup plan though.
I'm thinking, well, I'm not sure if we'll be able to because they'll probably have explosive snippers, but I was thinking mine the stage.
No, they're gonna be looking for that.
that is way too close in for us to give it a shot. Let's at least put our faith in our current in our what we have first, and then we can work a secondary idea after things have gone wrong. We can do the
Yeah, we are pretty good at salvaging situations, aren't we?
we can basically what we can do is we can skip to process Glasgow knife stabbing later on since I can
I'm still on team. Just let me get close so I can make him bleed.
that can be a thing too. Yes.
The issue is getting close means pushing through at least like 400 or 500 other pilgrims.
The thing is that we can be in the crowd on game day.
Gray, there was a parade, right?
Yes, there'll be a parade.
Are we gonna JFK this guy?
Yes.
Obviously, that psionics came from the grassy knoll.
This is how did you not guess this was JFK the entire time?
No, I mean like actually JFK him.
Yes.
Probably.
I
We
mean,
are
when you have
firing
a sniper
are
rifle that
firing-
can break his brain, yeah.
We are firing a magic bullet.
I mean, yeah, but it's a mind break, sort of destroying bullet rather than a traditional bullet. But at the end of the day, we do have a, admittedly, filthy Xenos rifle that the Inquisitor has given us. We might as well try and use the damn thing for the job.
Yes.
It would avoid us having to navigate the crowds as well and get close.
Okay. So anyway, who wants to sit back at base and who wants to do the surveying?
I can't really think of any surveying that I could do.
Ablative, your
Yeah.
character is from an agri world.
Yes.
Do you want to make me a... I'm going to say tech use,
Okay.
and you can have an advantage on that.
I'll
That's
get
a
a
crit.
All right. Yeah, thinking back to the Combine Harvester, it's probably the most advanced thing you've never seen, like farm equipment that advanced. Most of the stuff you've seen is like a Lehman Russ with a plow on the front. This thing looks like a sci-fi
This thing is
version.
purpose built.
Yeah. So,
You know, that might lend some credence to the concerns of shields and stuff. Or worse, it might say they're innovating.
that or for all we know they have pure STC tech. Who the fuck knows? But
I will relay that to the party.
Yeah.
Like,
'cause everyone else
Yeah,
has recognized it as high tech. You recognize it's something you've never seen on Imperial World.
and I've been on worlds that use Xenotech.
Yeah.
At least marginally.
we have
So-
seen Xenotech close on.
Yeah, that's probably a bad sign. Hey, Tech Boy,
Yo,
how bad could that be?
what if they've advanced beyond the limits of science? Brain scanners on every street corner, already knowing what we're on about.
I don't think we have to worry about that, or else we'd already be taken in.
I mean, it took something like 5 years for this guy to crack down on us, so...
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
like-
none of us have thought really hard about our mission objective, and hopefully none of us are going to do so because pink elephants.
Anyway, keep your comm beans in, and again, so who's going actually into the town?
Yeah, I'm going into the town for sure on account of sneaky. No,
I'm
the other
staying.
thing, talky.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
probably try and figure out, like, the tech level here.
Yeah, that's the thing we need to ascertain when we're in the town. We can figure out a lot of things,
That's true.
but the question is who's going to sit in the two set up survival tents and sit on top of the box and glare at any person who's going to try and come in and look at our box.
Well, I can make people bleed on command, so...
Yes, but
Yeah.
everyone who bleeds on command while coming over and seeing our box is going to be very suspicious.
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, there is also me who could just sit on the box and generally repel people who get too close. Because I wasn't going to go in the infiltration team for that reason. It would just cause more harm than good. So I'm more than happy to camp the box.
One thing I did need to think about: have you vented your warp charge?
I have not. I don't actually know how to do that.
All right. So would you have found
Oh.
like a quiet moment to do that back at the farm?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
What
I
does
mean,
a
we
venting
have-
warp charge do, Gray?
So I'm just looking for how it works. So instead of like the pearls of work, you've now got basically a push your luck that you can have a certain amount of warp charge. The hemorrhage is built up to 2. He needs to get rid of that before it goes above his maximum. I think it's willpower bonus.
Since I'm, sanctioned, it's actually double that.
So you've got quite a bit you can build up, but it doesn't disappear until you actually vent.
So basically,
Let's see if I
start.
can
It keeps
find the
accumulating on top.
rules.
Yeah.
Unless he vents it, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Warp.
It will just build up over and over again. So I think in combat and stuff like that, it will go up
Discipline
fast.
psychic test. Successful purgation removes an amount.
Yeah,
Up to your
purgation
willpower
is
bonus.
on page 163. Okay. Challenging discipline
Yeah, I
psychic
found it.
test.
It's basically discipline.
Yeah.
Because I don't actually have discipline psychic as a specialization. I should
Yeah.
probably pick
Not.
that up.
You should probably work on that, sir.
Probably.
All right.
No.
If failed test removes no warp charge, you cannot remove warp charge below 0 or below 3. You've still got some.
So yeah, I've still got
Yeah.
my warp stuff going on, but there's no negative effect.
No
for
negative
failing.
effect. You're carrying some like warp charge, which is just something useful to know about.
Mm-hmm.
Is that marked down on your sheet? That's the next question.
Is what marked down on my sheet? My
Uh,
warp charge is on the sheet. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I actually have a purge button I could have pressed.
Okay.
Oops.
I'm just kind of sad we stabbed the man
Useful.
and didn't knock him out to interrogate. But you know what?
It's fine. We interrogated his television.
Yeah.
That told you everything you needed to know of life.
Correct.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to stick with Serpentis back on and sit on the box with him.
All right.
I'm gonna go to
I'm
town to talk.
I am going to be smoking whatever I can get my hands on to as a means of relieving stress.
Oh, this is a farm world. You probably get some good shit here.
Yeah, the wheat around here, man. God.
Yeah, the wheat.
Yes.
Definite.
Neat.
The
Mhm.
wheat. Yes, sorry, I didn't put the air quotes on hard enough the first time.
I'll settle for whatever local tobacco is available.
Okay. There'll be lots of vendors selling
Well,
different types.
I don't have any money. Is just the main
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Well, you're in trouble then. There's no free samples.
No free samples.
They're not in a tourist
I'm not
trap.
handing you my lunch money.
There's no like communal hookah or anything.
Nope.
Man,
Nope.
these people did not know how to party.
Nope.
No, this is the probably in other places there will be, but here this is the commercial zone that they are.
Oh yeah,
They get
that's
rich,
a good point.
They get rich people once a year. They're going to milk every penny from them.
Mhm.
Yeah, that tracks, to be honest. Do it while you can.
You could probably bum
No.
something off one of the other tent dwellers.
I will. I will be
You can
mingling at least.
You're gonna have to roll for that though. And we're
Well, I do
losing
have,
Zeb.
and I do have unremarkable, so no one's really going to know who I am.
Sorry, but I'm gonna have to dip.
All right.
That's
Alright.
cool, man.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right.
Night.
Have fun, everybody. At
Night,
least
man.
I'll be here next time for when we actually take the shot. But still, I gotta go now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
Oh yeah.
Well, town crew, go forth.
Town crew.
Who's town crew?
Fourth. I'm a town crew. Who's
Me.
with me?
So that's Terran and added, I guess.
Sounds
Yes.
good.
You know what? I'll tag along just because I don't want them to be lonely. Plus, I have forbidden lore, so that might come in handy.
Another set of eyes, another brain is perfectly fine. Remember to keep your comm beads in too, because I don't think they're
Oh yeah, no.
necessarily over.
That should basically welded to my ear.
Combeats won't be noticeable. That's the type of thing you'd expect every any technological
Everyone
place.
has one of those.
Yeah.
Also, just to bring this out too, if we need to scale a building, I do have a grapnel gun.
How
Scotty,
many
and look,
grapple guns do we have for later? We've got yours. You never should just have one of something like that, because inevitably you'll drop it at the right
I can
moment.
eventually pick up levitation.
Eventually.
That's kind of like a grappling gun.
That
this was a
kind of
part of-
is. Yes, that's
This
true.
This is a part. Well, this is a part of me being a hive runner, so I don't think anyone else brought one along. If you're a hiver, you do have well prepared, so you could reasonably
Is
argue
that
to have a
Hiver
grapple.
thing?
Yes, hivers have well prepared.
Huh. Well, the thing with well prepared is you still have to buy it.
Yes, that does not. Yes, it's very ineffective for me who has no money. I'm sure other people have some level of capital on hand.
No.
Darn this bloody backwater.
That's another thing. Yeah, we can't. We don't.
Well, you
have
can't
any
buy it on
capital
this.
here.
You can't
Yeah.
buy this on Blackwater, but you can argue that you were
Or from
ported
the
in with it.
ship.
I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of this stuff will
That's probably
hopefully get
better.
easier, like when the actual Imperium
As
arrives.
you know, the rest of
Yes,
the
we
Imperium
are
actually
doing a hard infill. So yes, no, it will be easier when there are other more civilized people to speak with than these local savages.
Savages.
They're not even human.
Are any of us wearing like actual armor, by the way?
No,
Like,
I'm leathers.
Is
I'm
anyone
in
anything heavier than light leathers, basically?
just
light
leathers.
leathers and just light leathers and heavy leathers for me.
You're not standing out with like full plate.
No,
No
wearing
one
the
here-
flak armor would be a giveaway, yeah.
No one here is
Wearing
in,
the
no-
flak armor would be like, wow, this guy is rich as fuck.
I would have very much have given a stink eye to anyone coming in full plate armor. All right.
To the sneaking mission? Good. Yeah, don't do that. We're sneaking.
Hey guys, I brought my noise marine power armor that has random
I-
screaming speakers in the shoulder pads.
I
That'll
am
help,
going
right?
to make sure to have
Perfect.
I am going to make sure to have my side focus
Shut
on
up.
my sleeve rather than on my belt, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I've had to put away my holy icon. This is already torture enough for me. All right.
Mhm.
I'm wearing my snazzy red jacket.
All right. So you wander into town. And town is, as I said, fairly vibrant. You'll make your pace past the stalls, as I'm assuming you're following the signs for like leading you to the most interesting points of the town.
More or less, yeah.
And you'll find the landing site, as they call it, which is kind of like a field with random, like, not billboards, what's the way I'm thinking of, placards and stuff like that, information points dotted around, pretty much just randomly.
It's an open air museum, basically.
Yeah, it's an open air museum, but there's nothing on display. It's a field.
Yeah, there's a playground where all the equipment looks like landers and drop pods.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Yeah, there's kids pretending to be the first person to land on the planet and reacting stuff, but no one's really got the information. So
There is a tiny Imperial Knight around that's being used as a as the lander clearer. Oh god, if there was an Imperial Knight house in this place, my lord.
There isn't. We're fine.
no.
I kind of wish there was. God damn it.
Nope.
They've been out of contact so long, even if they did, they've probably run out of repairs.
I know, but there would be Imperial Knights around then.
Now this is
And
very
we'd all
much a
die
tourist
horribly.
attraction. And
I
it's
know.
yeah. Are you going up looking around it, or are you just like skimming?
I'll go ahead and take some time to actually read this stuff because
I
even
will-
if it's bullshit,
I'll ring up the comm beat real fast. Remember to look for if you can find a manifest or a timetable.
oh yeah, that's a good point. We should probably also look for like information on the upcoming event.
Yeah. So the information you'll find is kind of rather sporadic, and even the things say they don't have the best records for the founding. But the basic story is that, like, thousands of years ago, unknown amount, the Age of Strife, people landed here, and they were met by the Seraphim, who helped the population survive the first years of settleship, and then guided them through before disappearing. And there's not really much about seraphims, angels, kind of like advanced creatures that have helped them set up as they are. And then how the early rulers, once the population really took off, quickly realised that they needed to maintain the planet. So large-scale settlements were mostly banned, apart from Capitolis, Norpolis, and Sophpolis. And then the rest of it turned into lovely, kind of idyllic farmland.
Wait, capitalist Nopolis, what was that?
Capitolis, the capital city.
Norpolis.
Norpolis is the North Pole, and Southpolis is the South Pole.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
I do enjoy the double joke of.
Could go.
Yeah.
This is their creation with the Space Marines that found the place, or this is a garden world and we're about to have a very big problem.
Oh, come on! It's been
Probably
eons.
Xenos.
It's just been eons, and the Eldar will never have probably not have shown up.
Can I just snip that so that inevitably when the Eldar show up later, we have that recording ready to rock and roll?
Yes, do it.
Look, if you want to relay this back to base, I can make a Forbidden Lore Xenos test.
No, I'm keeping my secrets.
I'm not, and I'm the one reading this shit.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There you go. That settles it.
But yeah, then like lovely happiness, like ideal history, slight mention of like an attempt at a rejoining of humanity, and then immediately losing contact again. So yeah, not
Yeah,
really
I'm
much on
going
that. Like
I'm
the
going
Imperium
to
is like
relay that.
one little bit on one placard.
I'm going to relay that Seraphim thing in its entirety.
Yeah.
Over the comms.
Nope. Wait. What can you do with fate points again?
You can re-roll,
Reroll.
or you
Okay.
can add success to a.
And these things come. Then these things come.
roll.
And these things come back per session, right?
Permission.
Per session, yes.
Oh, per mission or per session?
Per session.
Okay. I'll use a fate point for this. Three
That's
things.
a significantly better roll.
Yes.
That is.
So does it do hearing that tinge anything in my Xenos lexicon, because I did a lot of handling for Xenos tech, and I have an idea for what rumors led us to the best caches.
In your head, no, not really. It could be Eldar. Could be Tau. Like aliens help.
Tau would be kind of a reach given the timeline, though.
Yeah.
Given the time frame, that it wouldn't be Tau, but it does sound a lot more like Eldar. The thing is that means people were happy to see them.
But
So
there are also dozens of random alien races that exist on one world that get squatted. So
I'll keep it at the back of the head.
Yeah. The other thing you'll find of interest is the podium.
Oh, loading. I'm assuming this is very not to scale.
Well, vaguely.
It might just be to scale due to the fact this is maybe an Imperial world, but it has not dealt with Imperial grandeur culture.
Yeah. So you've got like a big seating area, a podium, and then a kind of hotel overlooking it on the other side.
There are the communal hookahs.
Yeah, I started filling that in and realised I'm best off just leaving that room empty. Yeah, rather than filling in all the little bits of terrain. Didn't see much use after a while. So yeah, rooms there's a hotel. You probably just see the outside of this, and then across that, it's several stories. And then across from that, you've got the platform and loads of people waiting.
Wow, they showed up 2 days in advance.
Well, not waiting, seating. Sorry, rather than waiting.
Their seating has been put out, not
Okay, yeah.
Or
I
not
thought you were
in-
talking about like there were people actually camping out in the.
No,
seating area.
there'll be people like setting stuff up and putting up bunting at this point. But yeah,
he's a not imperial governor. He's not a saint or something.
Yeah.
That's what I would.
He's an elected governor.
Yeah, he's not even
Nothing wrong
appointed.
with
I mean, come on.
elections. I should note there is actually nothing imperial against elections. They don't really give a shit how the
governor's
run,
picked
as long
now.
as it's-
As long
So
as there is a
so
governor.
long as the tithes are paid and there is someone to blame.
So long as the emperor gets its pound of flesh, they don't really give a shit whence it comes.
Mostly a literal pound of flesh. Well, several tons, really.
As long as he can
Several
carry a rifle.
million.
Guard's not going to build itself.
Anyway,
All right, so yeah, there's a hotel that's moderately guarded. It looks like it's the fancy one that you would expect the guy to be going to. There's several other hotels, but again, they're in distance. And then opposite side of this is kind of like the landing field, which is big open terrain with village placards and
So
stuff like that.
opposite this is where we've been reading plaques about Seraph.
Yeah, so behind it kind of is where all the plaques are. Because he's overlooking the landing site because it's good for the cameras at the back.
It looks good for the posters.
Yeah.
if Zeb's not here, but could we roll his ballistic skill
No.
test and all that kind of such for the
No.
Okay.
We are getting to the point though we could probably call it for the week and leave further investigation for
Shit,
that.
Yeah, it is kind of late.
That's
Okay.
a fair point, actually. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
it's glad to be back. Glad to be back, fellas. We're here to cause more imperial problems.
No.
Many of them.
Well, yes. Actually, you're not here to. That's just what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
let's be real here. We're not here to cause nice things currently. We're here to assassinate a governor.
Yeah.
The rebuilding becomes after you break
We're here to assassinate him, or at the very least, give him such a bad mental break that he is effectively not a threat anymore.
Yes, sure.
He just succumbs to the stresses of the job.
Yep, and there's not enough time to set up a successor for the invasion next week.
No, in a couple of days.
Well, no, they might leave it a few days before they invade. They'll probably try diplomacy
That's true.
first.
That's true. Yeah, he did say it was 2 days until the rest of the fleet actually arrives, not necessarily lands.
But you got to do the rituals and organize orders of battles.
And then, of course, there's the basic travel time.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna bet that the rest of the fleet does not have a teleporter.
No, just not. We're going to be thrown. We have given Greg carte blanche to use every Xenos toy he can ever think of. All right, to throw us around. So he's going to do it, I'm sure.
Yep. Anyway, we'll find out. Oh, not next week. Week after next. Sorry. I'm away next Sunday.
Schedules.
Yes, I'm away
Gotcha.
next Sunday.
Very
So-
well.
Yep. See everyone then.
See you in June.